Call to question all four. Carried, thank you. Motion to approve the minutes from our September 18th public meeting. Commissioner Palmer, seconded by Commissioner Hudson. Thank you. Any corrections? Call to question all four. Carried, thank you. Motion to accept the consent agenda. Commissioner Lilly, seconder.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Smockel, thank you.
James, we introduced our mobile app. This is not new technology, but it's evolving technologies for the policing environment. And basically what we're doing with this process, these are what information we already have available to the public through various avenues. This is putting in the app format just to meet demand and the expectation of the public in terms of information flow. And Michael's done a lot of work on this, so I'll let him carry through the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thanks for having me this evening. I just wanted to go through the app for you guys just to have a look at. We've just this afternoon got it into the iTunes App Store, and it'll be within the next, hopefully the next hour, in the Google Play Store as well. I'll send those links to Karen, or also she can forward them on to you guys so you can have a look at the app itself on your mobile devices. As the deputy mentioned, just kind of highlight some areas. I won't go through everything because some of the stuff is fairly similar, but I just highlight some of the top features as they'll be used. The first one, of course, is our news. Our news area pulls all of our news releases from our website. So as the news comes, users can get the latest information from the Edmonton Police Service in a format that is directly from us. So that's a really nice way to get that information. And again, not new, but it comes directly from our website. I'm going to skip over alerts and come back to that. One of the things that we found really successful is our online crime reporting. And this app actually gives users a place to report those crimes that we have available to report on our website right on a mobile device. So that is, as you can see, the 5 types there: damage to property, damage to vehicle, lost property, theft from under, and theft under. So this ties directly into our Cop Logic system, where users can go through and report those crimes that they need to, and that ties right into the online crime reporting for years. Missing something, that's access to our Pinterest account, which you may remember we used when we did that major bust in the West End with all of the unique items that we were trying to return to members of the public. Of course, Twitter and Facebook, those are pretty standard social media tools as well. The last thing I want to highlight is our station locations. This is something the developer brought for us specifically, and it highlights throughout the city where all the different police station locations are, as well. By just hitting this button, it tells you where you are, so that you can find that closest police station to where you are if you need to access one of those services that we offer in our either divisional stations or our smaller community stations. Things such as caught on camera, most wanted, unsolved homicides, and missing persons. And then, of course, all of our feeds is just a searchable index of everything that we have available within the app. So that's the demonstration, and obviously open to any questions that you may have about it.
Councilor McKee.
So with an alert, does it have push notification or whatever, so you would actually...
Yeah, you'd actually see an alert come right up on your phone. Yeah.
Very cool.
Anybody else? No. Well, for an avid, mobile phone user, this is great. I think it's nice to see the service keeping up with technology, and this is. I've seen some other stuff put out there, but this looks pretty good. It's not on the Apple Store yet.
It is. It's not searchable on the Apple Store yet. It's taking a bit to index, but yeah, we have a link that we can send out to you for sure.
Jared?
Just wondering if you have any targets about how prevalent you expect this to be, how many downloads, how much use, things like that?
Nothing specifically yet. We want to see how it goes within the first week, and then we'll see what that pickup is. We've also got a small advertising campaign set we've got everything set up so that we can start pushing this out through our social media channels and through media channels.
One thing that's been demonstrated by online recording is one of the commentaries is just accessibility, and this will increase accessibility, of course. And this will also be a gauge. We know the numbers per week on average that we're seeing online, so that'll be a good indicator just of how this whole process goes.
You'll know what's mobile.
Absolutely.
So we look at this as sort of the next generation of community policing. You know, people have busy lives. They don't always have time to report crime, minor crime in particular. This gives us, our community, an opportunity to report crime, to know what's going on out there. It's just the next, it's also a way to better engage the community, particularly our younger folks that are a lot more, I guess, technologically savvy than myself. And so we've seen over the last while, Edmontonians want to communicate more with the police. They're willing to give us information, help us out on solving crimes, and I think this will just enhance that effort.
Councilor King.
Will you be able to use it geographically at all? So if you had a problem, or you had a missing person, but it was really only in the West End or something?
Totally fair question. So obviously we can't be static when we develop these things. We need to be able to move forward with them. The two next steps are Crime Havoc, which is a system we already have on our external website, but we're working to bring that onto the app. And the second thing is geographical alerts, so that if we do have an alert, say, as you may know, we're divided into 5 divisions, and each division has 4 districts. If you have a crime or something that you're looking for in that specific district, you can use that targeting to push that either just to that area or city. So that's
I would think something like, you know, you have the door-to-door scam on so on. You'd be able to alert people a lot quicker this way as well. This is very cool.
Commissioner Hudson.
Just with respect to your crime reporting here, and you just send photographs from their device?
From what I understand, no, not yet. Actually, I probably let the deputy speak to that.
No, actually, that's one of the processes we're working on right now. We will get there, and the prime one is a graffiti. We want to actually be able to capture that and have photos because it's very important. So we're not there, but we're very close.
One of the things that's nice about the app and our relationship with the vendor is that as we add things in with our online crime reporting, they automatically come right into the app. We'll just add that as an update to the app, and then it's not a lot of work to do that. It's pretty flexible.
What about being able to contact 911?
That isn't part of the app itself. It's purely used as a communication tool for non-emergency.
Just one more quick one. So this would require you have to have a certain amount of people watching for this at your end, right? Getting messages in, that sort of thing. It's going to be manpower.
Do you want that?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll respond to that. We currently already have employees keeping an eye on this on an ongoing basis. Every day the sites are monitored. Typically, it makes it very clear that they're not monitored 24/7, which is part of the answer to the question of are we accepting 911 calls or something like that. No, we're not. We're not there yet. But we do monitor these every day. If we see anything that comes up, we route it to the appropriate location. If the staff see anything of concern, it's brought to the appropriate folks immediately. So we do monitor it, but we're not at a 24/7 monitoring just yet.
So but if you were to report parking crime, so you might not hear anything from anybody for quite a while, or?
That process goes through our IMAP center. That's 24/7. So there is somebody there who will be reviewing it. You just get an email and a follow-up phone call.